Keyfax, intelligent software made simple. In this video, we take an overview of script sets and how to create a new set. When creating diagnostics, we can pick and choose what content is available and who can see it. In simple terms, we can create multiple sets of scripts and tailor these to different customer groups. In this example, we have tailored what scripts can be accessed for tenants living in general needs accommodation. In this example, this set would be launched for tenants in leasehold properties and is tailored to ensure only communal and structural repairs can be logged. This set is tailored to appear outside of office hours and includes emergency repairs only. Sets can be created for housing teams, surveyors, home ownership, properties in defects, and so on. You may decide to use only a single script set for all customer groups, and this is perfectly fine. Let's see how this looks in Admin Tools. Here are the 3 sets we just demonstrated. Clicking on another set name will update the properties for the selected set. The properties include the following information. The code typically mirrors the tenancy or tenure code that is passed to Keyfax when it is launched from the host system. If the set code matches the code passed from the host system, then it will display that script set to the end user. The name field is the name of the set and is visible to the end user when using the Keyfax staff modules. The policy help page can be used to display additional information to end users when they click on the policy tab. This can point to a website, intranet page, or a file. Leaving this field blank will display Omfax's default policy content. Alias can be used to mirror an existing set and will display the same master categories and topics without having to manually assign them. Think of this as creating an exact duplicate of a set. The unassigned categories are the master categories that are available to be assigned to the current selected set. The assigned categories are the master categories that have been assigned to the current selected set. We can see the assigned categories in the navigation pane too. Items with a yellow warning triangle are in test mode and will only be visible via the test container and not to the end user when using the Keyfax application. Think of this as being in an unpublished state. Let's create a new set called Shared Ownership. Enter a valid tenure code. We'll use SO in this example and enter the name as Shared Ownership. We'll leave the policy help page as blank so it loads our default content, and leave Alias as none as we don't want to mirror another existing script set. We'll assign categories that only relate to shared areas. Should you wish to unassign a category or topic, you'll need to use exclusive mode. Click Save. The new set is available in the navigation pane, and by default Keyfax puts the categories in test mode, as it assumes we'll want to test these before making them public to the end user. Next, we need to decide what topics we want to assign to the selected category. Technically, we only need to assign visible topics, as the end user won't be able to see hidden topics. We'll just assign all topics on this occasion. We can change the category name to be different to the master category name if we wish. In most cases, it makes sense to leave these the same. You can leave the category in test mode during testing, but to save time here, we'll make this one visible to the end user. Topic hotspots, if used, are inherited from master. We can override the hotspot image here if required. Related images provide the facility for advisors to view additional images appropriate to the selected category. Related images are available in the Images tab. We'll assign some images and view these in a moment. Okay, we can see our topics are now assigned to the category and are in test mode. Selecting the topic name will take us to the Set Topic script grid. Keyfax automatically adds a link to the master topic, meaning that Keyfax will use the content from the master topic. Should you remove this link and add content here, Keyfax will display this instead of the master script content. Let's publish our script by changing the topic from test mode to selectable. We can change the topic name here if we wanted, but we'll continue. We can see our topic is no longer in test mode. Let's test our new script set. Ensure you have the set selected. We'll include categories and topics at test mode. Perfect. We can see our shared ownership script set name, and only the communal category and its topics are available, as we did not assign topics to the other 2 categories. Clicking the Images tab will display the related images we assigned to the category. Clicking the Policy tab displays our default content. Let's assign the remaining categories and topics. We'll just make the first topics visible for the moment. We'll also update the policy help page link to point to the Omfax website. The URL must be the fully qualified domain name, so it must include the HTTPS, etc. Let's test our script again. We can now see the other categories in the set. Clicking the Policy tab loads the Omfax website. The user can navigate around this and return to the script at any point. Let's test again, but exclude categories and topics that are set to test mode to replicate what the end user would see if they launched Keyfax from the host system. As expected, we can only see the first topic in each category, as the remaining topics are still in test mode. Let's change them all to be visible. OK, let's see the final result. Perfect, all our topics are now live and ready to use. Congratulations, you know how script sets work and how to create a new set.